This presentation is for educational purposes only and doesn't claim to diagnose, prevent, or cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and methods in this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have a serious financial, medical, or psychological issue. And if a Chod session doesn't feel right, please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery that some may find disturbing, so discretion is advised. By watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibilities for any injuries or damages incurred from the practices and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me for our Friday Puja and Satsang. This is our monthly Chod practice. This will be a spoken guided healing meditation for personal and collective healing. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. is part 59 of our series, Kali for Everyone. And this will be a puja and a satsang honoring White Kali. And then a week from today, also at 7 p.m., will be the continuation of our 64 Yogini series. We've gone through all 64 of the Yoginis, so I'd like to honor the other deities that are honored, that are depicted in sculptures at the 64 Yogini temple, the Chausati Yogini temple in Hirapur in the state of Orissa in India. So next Friday will be puja and satsang honoring Lord Bhairab and also the goddess Bhairavi. Both of those, again, will be 7 p.m. You're always welcome to join live on YouTube. And you can also join us in person if you're in the Denver area at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. I'd like to say namaste to Shamanji, who is joining us right now, and anybody else who happens to be tuning in at the moment. Please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. So welcome to our monthly Chod practice, the continuation of our monthly series of guided meditations for personal and collective healing. Chod is a traditional meditation practice within Tibetan Buddhism. Chod means to cut or to sever the ego. This practice allows one to release oneself from negative effects of ego attachments. Culturally, we're conditioned to fear, to fight, and or repress the shadow side of our psyche. In this guided meditation practice, the participant transforms the shadow by symbolically honoring it. The practices shared tonight are modern adaptations of a traditional practice and are inspired by the writings of Lama Tsultrim Allione, Baal Kedman, the psychologist Eugene Genlin, and Daniel Odier. In this practice, inner issues such as insecurities, fears, anxieties, unhealthy patterns, addictions, indecisiveness, and depression are personified as inner demons. We can even use this practice to help us to understand and work with any psychological issues behind some physical conditions or symptoms, and you are welcome to attempt this during tonight's practice. The goal of this practice is to transform and redirect these energies, not by trying to repress, fight, or destroy them, but by honoring and actually feeding them. Chod stems from the idea that when we try to repress something in our psyche, we're actually empowering and strengthening it. One of my early teachers, the late Charles Babeau, used to say, "For everything you repress, you become obsessed." The practice dates back to Tibet in the 11th century. It was developed by the female guru Machig Lobdron and adapted through centuries by many others. I've been doing variations of this practice for the last several years and have found it very effective. And with this comes the desire to share these practices with others. In modern adapted Chod practice, we think of something disharmonious in our life. In meditation, we then locate that issue in our physical body, perhaps an area of physical tension. We then imagine that issue as if it were a living being and notice its details, whether it's human, animal, or in some mythic form. We ask its name, what it wants, what it needs from us, and how it would feel once we offer it to them. Then we listen carefully to its answers. In this practice, we then offer ourselves to the demon. This can involve imagining our body dissolving into a sweet nectar which the demon consumes to its complete satisfaction. In other forms, including the one that we're going to be working with tonight, we observe the demon actually eating our physical bodies. We can even envision dismembering our own bodies and offering the pieces to the demon to consume. In Chod, it's important to note that we're not offering our literal body, but instead the idea of our body. And this can include the idea of everything else that we value, identify with, such as our talents, the roles we play, our livelihood, our possessions, our wealth, and so on. After the demon has eaten his or her fill, we then observe how the demon is transformed. And this part is very important. We're not just feeding the demon, but in that process, we are transforming an inner enemy into an inner ally. So we watch how the demon is transformed into something else as a result of the feeding, and we then integrate that transformed energy back into our psyche. The demon may transform into a being who becomes an ally to us or something of a more symbolic nature. So maybe some symbolic object. And then we incorporate it into ourselves. And at this point, it's very important to be aware of changes that you feel physically during this integration. So as we do this practice, do you notice something like a physical release or feelings of warmth or increased relaxation, or maybe even just an increased level of stability? To give an example of how this might work, we can look to American psychology and the work of Eugene Genlin at the University of Chicago. For over 30 years, he did outcome research in different psychotherapeutic techniques. What techniques gave the most long-lasting results? And what he discovered in his research was the most effective therapeutic methods were those that caused the client or patient to experience some kind of physical shift, some kind of change in their felt sense. At the conclusion of our practice, we then spend some time just relaxing in a place of stillness and silence, while I quietly do some soft drumming and chant the traditional Cho mantra, Om Ahum. And during this time, this is an opportunity to allow yourself to fully integrate the practice into your being. Traditional Cho involves a guided visualization chant which is spoken and sung in Tibetan and or English and accompanied by traditional instruments. Tonight it will be spoken, and the instruments that I'll also be playing will be the Tibetan temple drum, which you can also find on YouTube. Another Western writer, Baal Kedman, shares another adaptation of this practice in his book, Cho Practice Demystified. I can highly recommend this book. And I believe he's got one or two videos on YouTube as well. And it's actually Kedman's variation that was a major inspiration for this month's practice. So we're going to be witnessing our body being eaten by our personal demon, the one that we discover at the present moment. So before we begin, I'd like to start with an opening puja to the Divine Mother, especially the image that you see in the center of our altar. That is the Black Dakini Tromanagamo, who is very much the form of the Divine Mother most connected to Chod meditation. So I invite you to just sit comfortably, look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze as I chant some mantras and make the offerings to begin our ceremony. And sounds like my cat Jinx is going to be joining us. You heard a meow. So I invite you to sit comfortably. Place the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And let's begin our practice tonight by chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Deep inhale, Om. Second deep inhale, Om. Third deep inhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. Let your hands rest comfortably upon your lap. Pay. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Agyam Praticha Hum Sva. We offer water for sipping. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Padyam Praticha Hum Sva. We offer water for washing. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Pushpe Praticha Hum Sva. We offer flowers. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Dupe Praticha Hum Sva. We offer incense. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Aloke Praticha Hum Sva. We offer light. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Navidye Praticha Hum Sva. We offer food. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Gande Praticha Hum Sva. We offer fragrance. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Shabda Praticha Hum Sva. We offer music. Om Mahaguru Devada Kinyesa Parivara Puja Praticha Hum Sva. We offer our reverence. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. So I invite you now to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Let the sound of the drum, the bell, and the thigh bone trumpet guide you into a state of relaxation. And I invite you to silently declare this intention, the sankalpa for our practice. That we declare that we are doing this practice for the benefit of all beings and to the harm of none. That through healing ourselves, we heal the collective. So now we're going to begin by taking 12 deep, clearing breaths. For the first 3 breaths, I invite you to breathe in and imagine the breath is traveling to any tension in the body. Then release this tension with each exhalation. For the second set of 3 breaths, inhale into any emotional tensions, feelings of sadness or anxiety. Just feel where you hold them in your body and then release them with each exhalation. The third of the 3 breaths, breathe into any mental tensions. And as you breathe, notice where you hold nervousness or worries or mental blockages in your body, and then release them with each exhalation. And then for the final set of 3 breaths, you will release tensions that exist on a spiritual level. And these can include any self-doubts or any concerns that you somehow won't be doing this meditation correctly. Because what you'll experience is all of your own. There is no right or wrong way to experience this practice. So I invite you to sit comfortably in a position with a straight back. Or you can lay down in Shavasana. But find that comfortable position, the one that will serve you best. And then once you're comfortable, I invite you to think of the issue that is bothering you right now at this present moment. Is it an issue like shame or anger, a fear, an anxiety or sadness? Whatever it is, just let it come to your awareness. Don't try to overthink or force anything. Just focus on the first thing that comes to you. This will be the best issue to focus upon at this moment. And then check in with your body and breathe deeply. And scan your body and find the place where your issue resides. It could be a place of tension or some other sensation like emptiness or coldness, or somewhere your awareness just gravitates to. Either way, bring both your breath and your awareness to that physical region. And now begin to visualize what this issue looks like. Don't control it, just watch it and observe it. And begin to visualize this sensation as a living being and see it facing you. And if an inanimate object appears, try to see what it would look like as if it were personified in some kind of living being. So this could be a human form or a form of an animal, or it could also be something of a more mythic form with both human and animal characteristics. This will be the personal demon that you will call upon and feed and transform as part of this practice tonight. So take some time to observe. What color is this demon? What kind of skin surface does it have? Is it smooth, rough, hairy, scaly, feathered? What gender is the demon? Notice its size. Is it big or small? What is its character and or its emotional state? Notice its eyes and any sounds that it might be making. And now take a moment to notice anything about your demon that you haven't noticed before. So now I invite you to say to the demon, please do not be afraid. Please come to me. I have what you most desire. Then I invite you to ask the demon, what is your name? And listen to the response that it gives. Then ask, please tell me what you want from me, or what can I do for you? And again, listen to what it tells you. Then I invite you to ask, please tell me what it is that you need from me. And again, listen to or watch its response. And finally, I invite you to ask, how will you feel once you receive it? And listen to what it tells you. So now breathe deeply and envision yourself sitting before the demon. And observe that your seated body before the demon has the quality or the feeling that the demon would have if its needs were satisfied. So just observe, what color is your body? Does it seem heavy or light? And what other qualities do you notice about your body? On one hand, your consciousness still inhabits this physical shell. But on the other, it is as if you have stepped back and are witnessing from a short distance. And now the demon's helpers come. They assemble before your body. These helpers are smaller beings in human or animal form, and they hold chopping knives that are curved and hooked in nature. And you witness them now dismembering your body into several pieces and placing those pieces into a large kapala or skull bowl. And you watch the demon now feeding upon your body. feeding until it is completely satisfied. And watch it continue to feed until no pieces of your physical body remain. And now that your body has been fully consumed, begin to observe how the demon changes its form. Is there a change in color, shape, or size? Does it change into an object or symbol of some kind? Does it change into another being? Just relax and breathe, observe, and honor this transformation. And now, once you see this new form, allow yourself to embrace and merge with it. And it will be at this point when you feel a physical or emotional shift. Just let yourself be aware of these changes in yourself and honor them. And now, allow yourself to rest in this present state. And once the transformed energy merges with you, let yourself dissolve into a state of emptiness. And for the next few minutes, let your mind relax without creating any particular experience. Just rest without filling the space, not trying to make anything happen, not trying to analyze or rushing to finish. Just be in the present moment. Om Ahom. 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 Om 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 Pay. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath. Letting go of the meditation and bringing your awareness back to your actual body, seated or lying where it is. Feel the earth beneath you, the clothes that cover you, the temperature of the air upon your skin. Slowly move your fingers and toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and legs. And slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And listen to our final benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Then take a moment to give gratitude to that divine presence that surrounds you and that also dwells within you, knowing that that divine force is with you always, guiding you, teaching you, healing you, and illuminating the path ahead. And then take a moment to give gratitude to yourself, knowing that gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. Knowing you can replay the recording of this broadcast anytime you'd like to do this meditation again. You're always welcome to play this for somebody else as well who you think may benefit from it. And then slowly open your eyes, keeping a relaxed gaze upon your screen. And namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Thank you again. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I'd like to thank Shamanji and Elizabeth for joining this evening, and anybody else who's watching live right now. Thank you again for joining me. And I'd also like to give my thanks to anybody who will be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future. Take some time for some quiet contemplation, please, before resuming the day or the evening's activities. If you feel like you'd like to share with me your experiences during this practice, please feel free to email me at omcdavy, AUMC as in cat, Davy, DEVI, at gmail.com. You're always welcome to message me at my channel as well. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday when we honor another form of the Divine Mother in our Kali for Everyone series, White Kali, Sveta Kali. Something else that I'll advise is in the days ahead, just be watchful for the subtle effects of having taken part in this practice. So you may have interesting dreams, maybe some flashes of insight. Maybe you'll find yourself handling a situation a little differently from the way you might have before. Maybe just renewed feelings of peace and calm or self-assuredness. Just be watchful for those subtle changes. So until next time, Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Thank you again. Jai Ma. Namaste. Have a wonderful night. Jai Ma.